hidden clues proved Amber was guilty even before the verdict. And a crucial detail in Johnny's body language during the trial had some experts convinced that he was lying in court. Now that Amber has finally been proven guilty, let's look at how her own body language betrayed her and what detail in Johnny's testimony made him look guilty. It was this single sly smile when he gave this statement.
Never. Certainly not.
What made it all the more shocking was the preceding question. Johnny was asked if he'd ever forced himself onto Amber without her consent or against her will. Some experts say that subtle smirk must mean that Johnny was deceitful and that he lied. But we'll show you the real reason behind his smile and compare it to Amber's smiles in court. Because even before the jury found her guilty and malicious, her body language and nonverbal clues proved without doubt that she was the real aggressor and Johnny the victim. And then there's this next clip.
And I was looking directly at my bones sticking out and the meaty portion of the inside of your finger.
Here, he recalls an instance where Amber was being aggressive, and she supposedly threw a bottle at him twice while he was calmly sitting at the bar. In the process, Johnny's finger got badly injured. And then there's this next clip.
Nothing made sense, and I knew in my mind and in my heart, this is not life.
In these clips, did you notice the common theme? Each time, Johnny was recalling a painful memory. You see that smile again when Johnny is forced to speak in court about his painful childhood.
I had a very interesting childhood, an ashtray being flung at you, things of that nature.
So, does Johnny's smile mean he was lying? Was he making up stories to get the jury to pity him? Here is what Johnny's smile really means.
This is literally what he's done every time that he's mentioned being injured. Every single smile is a social injury or a physical injury. Every time.
On the other hand, Amber was seldom seen smiling or smirking. That's because she was probably coached by her lawyers and was told how to act and behave. All in an attempt to put on a performance for the jury. But we do have plenty of examples of Amber smiling when recounting the same events in an earlier deposition. Only difference? Back then, there was no jury for her to dupe.
Carter's directing her not to answer. Did you spend the night in jail?
And watch her smile here while listening to a recording of an altercation between her and Johnny. And her smile here when her lawyer comes to her defense.
Objection, that's argumentative and it misstates what the recording was.
And it also misrepresents what actually happened.
In most of the cases where Amber smiles, it's either anger, mocking, or duping delight, looking down on the lawyers as if they are idiots.
Duping delight is a subtle expression when someone is proud of getting away with something. Maybe manipulating someone or evading responsibilities or not being punished for reckless behavior.
There are also other things in their testimonies that both Johnny and Amber did that on the surface may seem like the same gestures, but actually they mean completely different things. One of these gestures is a seemingly simple touch of the nose. Watch Amber closely when talking about Johnny's kids.
I found them to be these beautiful, wildly intelligent little weirdos in the best way. You know, I was falling in love with them.
What Amber does here when she touches her nose is a classic case of the Pinocchio touch. And we all know what Pinocchio was famous for, right?
One of the biggest, most powerful bits of evidence that we've got within the non-verbal communication world is that Pinocchio touch.
But as with all body language analysis, context is key. And we have to look at the subject Amber is talking about here. In this case, the subject is a simple one, and Amber shouldn't feel threatened or uncomfortable.
Just listen to the question being asked. There shouldn't be any touch of the nose. And she feels uncomfortable enough to have done this. What has she lied about?
So isn't it funny that she does a classic Pinocchio touch the moment she says,
I was falling in love with them.
Johnny also touched his nose during the trial, as we can see here when he is asked a serious question that brings back painful memories.
Can you please tell the jury why you're here today?
Miss Heard made some quite heinous and disturbing, brought these disturbing acts against me that were not based in any species of truth.
So does this mean Johnny was lying too? Actually, in his case, it means the exact opposite. The distinct difference between Amber and Johnny is the direction in which they touched their noses. Amber's Pinocchio touch is from the bottom and upwards, while Johnny's is from the top and down.
This is what we call the reverse Pinocchio touch. Okay, there's a level of discomfort there. And that's what you see Johnny Depp doing right at the start here.
And again, it is crucial to look at the context. In this case, Johnny is discussing something that brings back hurtful memories and personal pain.
And that feeling there, that autonomous feeling, is a feeling of great discomfort and uncomfortable enough to say actually there might be some truth in what Johnny Depp is saying. It's not about him trying to lie his way out of it. He genuinely feels they are horrible charges.
From Amber's body language, we find more clues that she displays childlike behavior and she loves getting away with things without consequence. Watch her behavior and attitude here when she was constantly being interrupted in her testimony.
And the kids were kind of, noticing but not really sure what to make of it.
Objection calls for speculation and hearsay.
Anyway, Johnny became upset with me for judging him.
This part here is the one we really need to pay attention to, especially her pursed lips and that little roll of the eyes.
Anyway.
It's the little childish imp coming out of Amber Heard. Alright, the little childish imp coming out of Amber Heard.
This is also where we see the true Amber Heard, the narcissistic Amber Heard who hates to be interrupted and who cannot stand being challenged in any way. Even if she tried, Amber could not fight her own biology.
But what we see here is disdain. The limbic system, the autonomous part of the brain, the honest part of the brain, it reacts before we even think about it, alright? Her narcissistic behaviors are there for all to view.
Another childlike subconscious behavior is how Amber takes a pause and bites her lip. It might seem innocent enough, but it's not.
Hard for me to hear myself say, but I just wanted it to stop. I wanted things to just be okay.
And watch out for the same thing again here.
They was planned for, it might have been planned for 8 p.m.
This biting of her lip is very likely a little trick that Amber taught herself as a little kid to manipulate her parents to get away with things. And now it is still ingrained in her as an adult.
If I am a child and I always do that and I get away with it, I'm probably going to do that the rest of my life.
This type of behavior, according to body language analysts, is a good indicator that Amber was not only lying, but that she was actually swapping stories around. In other words, saying Johnny was aggressive towards her when it's now proven that she was the real aggressor. And think about it, didn't we all do it as kids? Shift the blame on our mates or brothers or sisters?
She's obsessing with how destructive he is, and this is likely distancing language that she's the one who probably created this mess. She's just redirecting every single accusation backward.
From analyzing Johnny's slow blink rate throughout the trial and comparing it to Amber's erratic blink rate, to Johnny's calm and composed demeanor compared to Amber's. Body language analysts and experts all believe that Johnny gave a truthful and believable testimony. But right from the start, Amber's body language betrayed her. At least Johnny Depp is proof that justice can prevail. Let us know what you think, and stay tuned for more celebrity bombshells.